going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 90 of Gotta Watch 'Em All, the podcast bringing together trainers from every corner of Pokemon fandom before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back at episode 1. But today we're going to be watching episode 90, Navel Maneuvers. Gotta Watch 'Em All is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Sunday, April 18th, 2020. I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, hello. Hi. How are you?
Hey, friends.
Hello.
I hope you're doing fantastic, because I'm also doing fantastic.
I am. I am feeling fantastic. I'm glad you're feeling fantastic, as per the usual Adam feeling.
And I mean, it snowed this morning, like enough to be like layering the ground. But by this afternoon, it cleared up. There was no snow on the ground. There was no snow anywhere. And I was like, man, for a minute there, it was like Christmas again. And then a couple days ago, I posted on our Instagram, it literally was like snowing while the sun was on both sides of me. It was bright, it was hot, and it was snowing.
Yeah, the world is crazy right now.
Including the weather. And I went into the games app for Pokemon GO, and I'm like, the weather seems accurate, but not quite there.
No, I was power washing at my mother's house, right? I was power washing my mother's backyard, like her back patio area. And I'm blasting the ground, right? And all of a sudden, it's what in reality, it starts snowing. But like the sun is out, it's warm enough for me to be power washing. I mean, it was probably like in the 40s. And I see like little snowflakes land on me, but I didn't know what they were. And I'm like, am I blasting the ground so hard that like bits of concrete are like flying onto me? I go, what is this? And then I look up, I realize it's a flurry. I go, dude, the world is crazy right now. It's so nuts. All right, well, let's talk Pokemon.
The weather's like, there's not enough pollution. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. All right, on today's show, top story of the week, DeNA, Pokémon Masters, is holding true again on their word of supporting Pokemon Masters. There's new features on the way. It's pretty exciting, actually, that you're going to start to see some cool new mechanics hit that game. And the reason I put this at the top of the show is because I'm just so... It's just really cool to see how the developers are communicating with the community and holding true to their word. It's not often you see that in this industry, so it's really cool. Rebel Clash build and battle boxes are available at local card shops. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, but now both Adam and I have them in hand, so we'll just dig a little bit deeper into that. Remote raids are coming to Pokemon GO. This is huge news. Huge news, changing the landscape of Pokemon GO. We don't know when they're coming, but they are coming soon. It's imminent. And then we're going to do a quick check-in with the Pokémon Center. There's some cool new products there. TCG, plushes, and pins. Always good to have pins. And then we're going to do our audio rewatch and watch-along of Pokemon the Series, episode 90, Navel Maneuvers. All right, so Pokemon Masters. This is pretty cool. The producers of the game, Yu Sasaki and Tetsuya Uguchi, shared a message regarding some future updates and events. And like I said, DeNA has just done a great job communicating. And, you know, I don't remember how many months ago it was. It's got to be close to 5 months, something like that, where they kind of put that first apology letter out saying like, hey, we understand this game isn't what we promised. We understand it, you know, it's missing a lot of features, but we're doubling down and we continue, you know, we promise to continue to support this game going forward. And they have every month. There's something new. There's new characters, new sync pairs, and not just new sync pairs, actual new mechanics to the game. And the game has become more robust. And I just think they're doing a great job. That's why I wanted to feature it here. So Pokemon eggs are coming to Masters. Now, the way they're going to roll this out is with the first set of eggs you can get, it will hatch into one of the Kanto starters. You have your Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. One of them will become your partner Pokemon, and I guess you will be able to develop your sync pair with that Pokemon going forward. So that's cool, kind of giving you this narrative.
That's cool.
Yeah, because then it makes it seem like it gives a little bit more personality to you as the trainer rather than playing with other sync pairs. Like, okay, I'm going to play as Brock, or I'm going to play as Oak, Professor Oak. You know what I mean? Like, you're actually going to be you.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
There's also a new legendary event that's going to be coming with Ho-Oh, and Ho-Oh is just a personal favorite of mine, so anything there is really cool. New prize box feature where you're going to be able to collect prize coins that I guess you'll spend on different items to progress in the story mode. Reward boost tickets. This is something that's been in the game, but you can only use one per day. Now, as long as you have the tickets in hand, you're going to be able to use an unlimited amount of them on a specific bit of the story, which is cool. A special item will be available to allow you to power up one of your 5-star sync pairs. So the most powerful sync pairs in the game. And this is interesting because the game in the beginning did have some issues with balancing, where if you got a 3 or 4-star sync pair, just no one was using them. And you would see like everyone using like Olivia or any of the 5-star ones. That's just all people were using. Now you're going to be able to even power up those 5-star sync pairs. So this is pretty cool and interesting, I guess, to balance the game, but in that direction, in the advanced direction, rather than dialing it back, you're going to be able to dial those 5 stars up, which I think is cool. Sync orbs, which are going to be used throughout the game, will be easier to obtain outside of battles. So I guess there's going to be other things, maybe through story events or something like that you'll be able to get them. This was all from Pokemon.com. I guess there was an extended article on the actual Pokemon Masters landing page. So I'll link to the article on Pokemon.com. If you want more information on this, you can, check that article out and then link over to the full Pokemon Masters site. But, I just wanted to give DeNA some props.
It's amazing that game is still going.
That's what I'm talking about. They're continuing to produce content and support this game. And if you remember, in the first week or so, this game made like millions and millions and millions of dollars. And then it kind of tanked. It fell off. And that's when they kind of started this rebuilding process. So I'd imagine that with them having all this development and all this support, that the game is still producing from a financial perspective. So good on them to, make good on their promises. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice that they didn't leave it like a fish in the water, like Magikarp Jump.
Hey, man, that was a masterpiece.
It was. It was so much fun.
That game was good. That game was good. Even though there wasn't much to it, it was like a palate cleanser. It was nice to play. All right, Adam, why don't you talk about these build and battle boxes? I went to Peninsula Games in Fairhaven, New Jersey, give them a shout out. They've been closed because of the whole COVID thing. They opened specifically yesterday just to get the build and battle boxes out to the Pokemon community. So shout out to them. I was able to call. They did a curbside delivery, brought them right out to my car. It was fantastic. I was able to get 2. One for myself and one that we're going to be giving away on the Special Conditions podcast. So make sure you listen to that show for information on how you can win one of these Rebel Clash build and battle boxes. But Adam, you also were able to pick one up, right?
Yes, I actually was able to do this, like a similar thing. Curbside pickup. Thank you, Jetpack Comics in Rochester, New Hampshire. I was able to pre-order it online. So I had it pre-ordered, I think like 3 or 4 days ago. And it said available to pick up on the 18th. So I stopped by this morning and picked it up.
Yeah, that's awesome. I messaged my store on Facebook, because it said closed, on the site, and I'm like, hey, any chance you guys can, I can pick up a pre-release kit? And they're like, actually, we're going to be open from 2 to 4. I was like, perfect, sweet, I'm in, I'll be there. So it was really cool. But we a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the promo cards that you can get, and both Adam and I haven't opened our boxes yet. We're actually going to be doing that on Instagram tomorrow. So by the time you hear this podcast, check out our Instagram so you can see that post. But Adam, you were talking about this Flapple card, right, from a couple weeks ago. Is that still the hopeful here?
Is that the Flapple of my eye? Yes, it is. That's what I'm hoping that's in this box. I haven't opened it yet, but that's the one that I like the most. It has an ability, Apple Drop, like I said a couple of shows ago, just to refresh your memory. Once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you place any damage counter in this way, shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck.
Yeah, so
Fantastic
it's just like
ability.
a recycling. Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
That's cool.
If you're going to deck out and you need to save yourself, you just, boom, that's in your deck.
Yeah.
But these build and battle boxes, they have a 23 card evolution pack, and then you get one of the 4 promos that we discussed before. It's either Luxray, Garbodor, Flapple, or
Colossal.
Colossal. And you get a code card for the PTCGO.
Yes, which I'm trying to get myself like really into. I'm trying to do it, man. I'm trying to get back there. It's my desire to play is there. It's just I haven't dedicated the time, so I'm just trying to make it happen, at least to the point of playing through the ladder to get to the first major pull. You know what I mean? Like, give me the first good, I don't know what it is, 21 points or something like that.
The packet all the way at the end?
Not all the way at the end, but...
Like of the leaderboard?
No, like, you know how they have the prize ladder in the versus ladder? Yeah, like
sometimes it's like an EX or a GX.
That's like just give me.
Sometimes it's packs.
Yeah, but it'll always be themed to a specific card or something like that. Like, give me the GX, and I'll be satisfied with making it that far through the ladder or something like that. So, and I think the promotion is still going on with TCGO with login bonuses. So make sure you're logging in every day just to get some bonuses.
Definitely.
Oh, and some really cool news on the TCG front. Adam hosts another show, Special Conditions, that we talked about, where we're going to be doing the giveaway for the Build and Battle Box for Rebel Clash. We have signed a deal with TCGplayer.com. We're really excited about this, where if you guys shop for cards and you need specific cards, you can support the show by using the links that we have in the description to going to TCG Player, and anything you buy there will help us out if you use our link. So this is really exciting for us. It's a great opportunity for the show to earn a little bit, and you guys are still provided with the great service and everything that you get from TCG Player, and no extra cost to you at all. You're just able to support the show just by doing what you're already doing, picking up cards. So it's really cool. Even if you buy a card that's 20 cents, it still helps us greatly. So definitely check out the link in the description. And if you've never bought singles,
like I personally
go for it.
Yeah, I personally shop at TCGplayer.com.
You'll be supporting us more than anyone else.
Right? No. Well, see, it's so nice that it's a marketplace. It's like you can find a really good price on something that you might not be able to find anywhere else for that price.
I mean, I was even looking at like booster boxes, and like the competitors are like bidding each other down like at the penny level. Like that's how close these people are competing it with prices. So you really find like the lowest price possible on this stuff, which is really cool. So and when you do that, you're still shopping small. You're still typically supporting an at-home distributor or a mom and pop card shop. So it's good to keep the monies that you're spending in that network, and not necessarily buy this product from Amazon like I did last week, or a big box store. This is a good opportunity to support the grassroots community. So go for it. Okay, this is a big one here. Pokemon GO remote raiding. We've talked about this for a couple of weeks. We kind of speculated. We didn't know what was going to happen, but Niantic has actually put out a pretty in-depth blog post kind of detailing everything that's going to be happening except when it launches. So remote raids are coming. This is probably the most desired feature since all the COVID stuff has happened, because Niantic has done such amazing things with making the game playable from home when it comes to spawns and incense and PvP and all this stuff. But the raid community has really just vanished because people aren't out there to get together in groups and get out and raid. So now, so long as you can see a gym with a raid on the nearby, you'll be able to use a remote raid pass, which we don't know when it's releasing, but it's got to be imminent now. Could be as soon as a week. You'll be able to jump to that gym, battle in the gym as a raider, and ultimately down the road, invite people to those raids. So like in my case, if I spin my map around right now in Pokemon Go, I mean, I could see 5 gyms. But in Adam's case, you can't see any gyms from your house. So when this feature launches, I really am going to have a benefit here. but eventually I'll be able to go to one of those gyms, remotely raid, and then invite Adam from New Hampshire to play here in New Jersey with me, which is going to be amazing because a lot of people have best friends and, you know, ultra friends and stuff with people that they can't necessarily raid with every day. So now they'll be able to take advantage of those raid bonuses, like doing more damage because you're playing with a best friend, because you're going to be able to invite those people in remotely. So, and this is a real big deal because this is a core philosophy change for Niantic. You know, Niantic's whole thing of exploration, community, and exercise, it flips it on its head. You're not out there in the community, but you're still kind of socializing. You're not exercising because you're doing this from home. You know, so it's like they really had to put a lot of thought into this. So they have some limitations where down the road, like a remote raider will do less damage. A limited number of remote raiders will be available in a raid. You know, so there are some limitations, but this is probably one of the most exciting features to hit Pokemon Go in a long time. And they've been nonstop releasing features. So I'm really excited about this. In this post that I'll link to in the description, this is coming from PokemonGoLive.com. They also note a bunch of quality of life changes. Mass transferring costume Pokemon, mass powering up Pokemon that's live in the game now. You can ultimately stack consumable items like star pieces, incense, and lucky eggs. So if you want to run 3 hours worth of lucky eggs, you'll be able to do that all in one shot. For complete info on Pokemon Go, check out Adam and I. We have another show, Lured Up, where we go into crazy detail on all this stuff. We have a whole show dedicated to digging into this stuff. I mean, Adam, this is going to be for rural players. I mean, and you're in a rural area, but you have it even better than a lot of trainers as well. But this is going to be a game changer for even like communities like yours. You know what I mean? Like, think about like when you're at work, though.
Even at work, I have nothing. There's nothing around me.
So you can't see a gym from work either?
Nope. I can't see one. Nope.
Oof. Wow. Man, so we need that invite feature to launch, so I can invite you.
Yes.
Especially I'll be
because
you up at 6
where
in the morning and be like,
gyms.
yo, there's a tier 1 raid. You want to do it?
And then the question becomes, if I do get an EX pass, can you invite me via, like, yes, I'll have the invite, but can you actually like invite me to the raid?
So that's like a double invite. I have to invite you to share the pass with you, and then I have to invite you to the EX. Now you're gonna have to be careful with that, because if a limited number of remote trainers are available, that's going to be an interesting one. That's a good topic. We got to talk about that on Lured Up.
Definitely, it's just something I've been thinking about.
Yeah,
so.
No, that's a head scratcher for sure. All right, Adam, why don't you take us over to the world of the Pokemon Center and tell us what we could spend our money on?
All right, let's open the door. All right, so we walk in. Ooh,
it's like
look at all these new things.
It's like a Foley artist. Like I feel like I'm really there.
There are a few Sword and Shield pin collection boxes with 3 packs and a promo and a pin.
The Snorlax one is amazing. The pin is so
featuring
great.
Snorlax or Morpeko, which is fantastic. There is a brand new DX gallery figure. It is Lucario, and it's like he's just in this like sweet fighting stance using Metal Claw. So it's like he's using that claw slash, basically, is what it looks like.
And this is one of the DX figures too.
Yeah, so it's big. It's beautiful looking.
Yeah,
it's very, very sexy. Then there's also this new blister pack. It has got 2 booster packs and 3 pins, and it's the Island Guardians. So it's Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, and Tapu Fini. Now, what's weird is that it's $10. Okay. It comes with a pack of like Burning Shadows and Evolution, so older packs, not really a big deal. But the pins themselves are $9.99 with the actual packs. So it's unusual because on their website, just those 3 pins alone are $18.99.
It's
like I have those and that like in my cart. Like you can see the 2 different prices. I'm like, Why wouldn't you just buy the other one? You
I
get
know,
two sets for the price of one.
They're really just trying to move these old boosters. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
only
they
reason
really
I can
are.
think of it.
They really are, and it's so noticeable. Every single product has evolutions in it.
Well,
every single product.
Now, for the non-competitive
to the point where
player,
it's like
though,
I see them and I'm like, ugh.
But because you know that you're not going to use those in competition. But for the non-competitive player, evolutions are great. Like, that's a very nostalgic set. It's just,
I understand.
But they just
totally understand that.
They overproduced that set because they thought it was going to be like, everyone that collected in the year 2000 was going to come back to the game, and they didn't. But you still have the ability to pull an old classic looking Charizard and then a nice new looking Charizard. So I mean that's definitely attractive to other players. So this makes a good gift, or for someone that's on the fence about TCG and may have a little bit of nostalgic feels. Pick one of these up, $10. Keep the pins, give them the boosters.
Exactly. And you know what else is a nice gift? Giant Marie. No, I'm just kidding. There's a reasonably priced, or more reasonably priced, Wooloo squishy plush. It is 14 1/4 inches. It is $41.99, and it is beautiful looking.
Yeah,
it's got all of its its wool, if you will, is all kind of like sectioned off, so it really makes it look like a sheep. It's so cute.
I have the Ditto squishy plush from that line, and it is amazing. It's like the hand, the softness, of the feel of the plush is absolutely ridiculous, to the point like if you were to squish this thing up against your face, you can almost make it even though the thing is probably 14 inches thick, when you squish it to your face, it could be like an inch thick. That's how squishy it is. It just compresses. It's super comfortable. I use the Ditto one as a pillow all the time. It's great. But no one's going to spend, in their right mind is going to spend the $500 on the giant life-size Wooloo. This is a fantastic alternative for $42. And I think the Ditto plush, when I got it, was $42 also. So it's probably, right along the same scale as the Ditto and all that. So very, very cool stuff. All right, Adam, I think we covered the news. That was very efficient.
We covered the news. Let's get on to the rest of the show so we can open up our new packs.
Yes. Well, I'm not opening Rebel Clash yet. Are you? Are you going to do it?
So my local shop had a thing where it's like you could buy just the Rebel Clash box, or you could buy the Rebel Clash box with 2 packs for a little bit more. And I did that, so I have 2 extra packs. So I'm going to open up one tonight.
Okay. Yeah, my shop was only exclusive. They only opened up just for the pre-release kit. They didn't have any other product they were selling because they were doing mail order. And what they did was they actually took pretty much all of their stock out of the store and took it home so they could do the mail order from home. So when they opened the store, there was nothing there. All they had was the pre-release. So, all right. Well, I got a Sword and Shield anyway. I'm still excited to open it. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do our watch along and open some cards. We'll see if we can get some good pulls. But Adam, you ready to take a break?
Let's take a break.
All right. We'll be back right after this. And we are back from our break. Thank you very much for that. We are ready to watch our show, but first, a little housekeeping. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there's still a few other ways you can help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. Oh yeah, and if you're a TCG player, you can use our tcgplayer.com affiliate link to pick up your cards. That'll help us too. All right, Pokemon the Series, episode 90, Navel Maneuvers. And this is navel spelled like belly button, not like naval, like a
belly button maneuvers.
A ship. I'm very confused about this at first. And I'm thinking all right, it's the islands. Are they talking about the Navy? But Apparently, this island itself that they visit on this episode is called Navel Island, and it is, in fact, Navel, Navel, like your belly button.
Belly button island.
I was like, is this like a translation thing? But no, it's
Welcome,
Navel.
trainers, to Belly Button Island.
But, all right, info coming from Bulbapedia.net. This is going to be Adventures in the Orange Islands, episode 38. The original air date in Japan was April 22nd, 1999, as episode 93. This is currently episode 90 in the U.S. rotation. It originally aired in the U.S. March 11th, year 2000. But Adam, if you are good to go, we can get this puppy going.
I am good to go.
All right, let's start the show in 3, 2, 1, go. So, Bulbapedia is really good at including a bunch of like ancillary information on all these episodes, and I'll link in the description to the actual episode page on Bulbapedia. I always do. But they'll have like trivia, they'll have random facts, they'll have, it's a debut of this Pokemon, or the first time this Pokemon used an attack, and they'll always have like errors. So if he'll, in one scene, like someone's shirt is red, and then in the next scene it's blue or something like that, they'll always call that out and say like, hey, here's an error. There's been times where Jesse and James, like James is holding a rose, and in one scene it's blue, and the next scene it's red. Like they always call that out. So like I'm scouring the page for like who's going to talk about this belly button thing. I'm so hung up on the fact that this is Navel Island, and they just don't mention
it's
it.
Belly Button Island.
I know. That's it. From this point forward, I'm not referring to it as Navel Island. It is in fact Belly Button Island.
Today, our heroes are traveling with new purpose.
All right, so let me guess. The episode is going to start with Lapras. Yes.
They're on Lapras again.
There it is.
There it is. There it is, that one island that we were looking for, that there's nothing else around.
Yeah, it's got to be that one.
Just keep traveling in one direction.
I think it's called the sea ruby badge because it's made out of a seashell with a ruby in it.
The sea ruby.
The sea
Now, this
ruby
badge has a ruby in it. Oh man, that's a valuable badge. You don't just
That
give
is.
those away.
They're not. It's
And
not
that,
going to be in the
honestly-
$10 blister pack from Pokémon Center.
No, it's not. And to be honest, that might be why this episode is the way it is, because it's a genuine ruby. Well, we don't know if it's genuine, but I think it's a real one. Because they say real ruby, and just because it's lab created doesn't mean it's not real. It's just creating a...
You and your stones. You're always so critical of stones and jewels and jewelry. You jeweler, you. So, I love
like a
this
SpongeBob
dude,
theme.
but like, check out his shirt, man. He's got like the Geodude
Geodude's on the
outline.
shirt.
I know, it's so cool. And like, I love that he's like a surfer guy, like sailing. It's like he's a dude.
I bet you guys are looking for a gym battle.
We need to get you that shirt.
Well, you came to the right
I know.
place. It's nice to meet you.
And that hair.
I'm Danny.
Hey, it's Dan. There's a new supporter in Rebel Clash called Dan.
Isn't it Danny? Isn't he cute?
My name is Miss.
All right, so
Misty, eh?
I think it's...
I want to call this out real quick.
Suits you.
The fact that he gets off his boat and he's enamored with Misty, and it's weird.
Nice to meet you.
I've seen lots of beautiful things in these islands, but nothing
Look at it, man. He's
Beautiful.
spitting
Oh my God,
game.
Brock, get back on the boat. And Misty is falling for it hard.
Well, yeah. I'm creeped out. Yes, pedal
Cuts to
power.
Team Rocket. Come on. This is too early in the episode. But just like the squad on Lapras, it's just,
Looks like you've
I assume
got
to see them.
everything you need there in that backpack.
Well, you can't be totally prepared for the surprises life has in store. But
I like how
always
they
try to plan
animate
where I'm
Pikachu
going
here
and
is
know
kind
what
of
I'll
cute,
need
just
before I
like
do something.
That's such
running
a
around in the
show,
foreground as they
isn't
walk in the background. I
it?
just like that
Certain
style.
other Pokemon trainers aren't smart enough
Yeah.
to think ahead.
Yeah, Misty
Definitely
taking digs at
adding
Ash.
more.
Because they're good enough to come out on top in any situation. Especially if they're with trainers who know what they're doing. Oh, yeah? Yeah!
It sounds to me like the two of you are pretty close to one another.
Aww.
What do you mean?
What's that
Yeah, but like,
saying?
wasn't he
You always
just
hurt the one you
spitting
love?
game at Misty like 2 seconds ago? Like, make up your mind, Danny.
Oh, you've got it all wrong. I'd never get involved with a little kid like him.
She's like, oh, no, it's not like that. You're much more handsome and wise.
And old.
This guy anyway?
I guess
How old do you
it's
think
my
Tracy
trainer,
is?
And he must be here to challenge
Have
the
we-
evil gym leader just like you are.
Oh yeah.
Well, because Ash is still 10. He's always 10, right?
Ash is always 10.
Tracy's probably like 14, 15.
And have we determined Misty's age?
Well, let's go inside.
Probably 11 or 12.
See, but she's a gym leader, though. So you think that
Yeah.
in that young, you could be a gym leader, I guess.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
I
10
guess
years
you have
old,
to
you get
take
your
that
first
little
Pokemon.
cable car
Yeah, you
down.
get your
And
first
if her
Pokemon.
sisters were doing their like mermaid dance stuff, they left it to her. They're like, oh, you're 10 years old, you can run the ship
Maybe
now.
that sign has
Oh,
instructions.
man.
Let's see. It says.
All right, so the-
Pokemon trainers.
What
I
kind of
like
weapon
how
is this? Does it say to take the
when
cable
gym
car up the
like,
mountain?
you know, the gym challenges
No, it
aren't
says
just
all
as straightforward
evil gym
like
challengers must climb
come in
to
and
the top.
battle like Lieutenant Surge. You know what I mean? Like there's more to it. So
Wait,
there's this
sure.
ridiculous
Trainers must reach
mountain
the top
on this
mountain.
island. They have to climb
Pokemon
to the
may not
top,
provide help.
where the
Any trainer
person that's
using a
trying
Pokemon
to earn the
must
badge
follow.
has to climb to the top. And
Do we have to
the
climb up
rules
too?
are they can't have any support from any Pokemon. If they use any Pokemon for support, they get disqualified.
Myself?
And if they have people with them, like in this case Misty and Tracy, they're allowed to take a tram car up to the top, so they don't have to actually physically climb the mountain.
And now this scared me and made me like so aggravated. Like if I was a parent knowing that like my child of 10 years old had to free climb a straight down like cliff.
Dude, Ash's mom
I-
doesn't know anything. She's the most clueless person in the whole series. She's only worried about clean underwear.
But like Ash is struggling so hard. Pikachu climbs up with ease. But this is pretty straight up. Like look at that incline.
Hi, Danny.
Oh, hi Danny.
Look, Danny's fine. He's waving one hand style.
What's she so worried about him for?
See, look, Ash almost dies.
He almost dies.
Bulbasaur, use your might.
Ash, don't do it!
That was a close one, Ash. You almost got DQ'd.
If I use a Pokemon, I'll be disqualified.
Yeah, well, dude, all the treacherous stuff that the near-death experiences that Ash has had.
He just fell on his head though, like on his head and like almost broke his neck. Like
Team Rocket has
I don't know.
pointed and shot rocket launchers right at him.
just brutal.
The air is clean, the view is great. There's nothing like the mountains.
And Danny's wearing
Nothing like him.
he's got like nice clothes on now.
Thanks for helping me. I would have been
He
disqualified.
changed
if
out
it
of his
wasn't for you.
his Geodude shirt.
Pikachu.
Random suction cup to
and they have-
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
It's like a plunger
Going on?
on a string.
Prepare for trouble.
See, they launched their Meowth balloon from the Magikarp sub.
Should announce the evils of truth and love.
And Meowth's got like this kid fishing rod. Like what?
Them again.
No, the best part is right here. Look. Boop, boop. Danny just pulls it out.
Pikachu.
He's smooth.
No problem.
It's got to be the hair.
You're not getting off that easy.
That's right. You didn't even let us
He
finish
didn't
our
even let us
motto.
finish our motto. Like come on.
Look how smooth he
And a
is.
suction cup to a rock.
He's so smooth. You would think that they would make the Meowth balloon out of some Kevlar ripstop nylon or something, because that thing's always getting
I hope we don't see
punctured.
them again. Ready to finish our
They just
climb,
patch it.
Ash?
Yeah, sure.
Huh, Ash, I know you almost died, but come on, let's finish our climb.
I'm freezing. Let go, you're choking me. You're the only fur I have.
Yeah, so that they've gone so
Is that
high up
true?
the mountain that they're in the snow cap.
What's that?
It's a geyser.
That looks warm.
That thing couldn't hit us, could it?
Yeah,
Spoke too soon.
yeah, there you go. double blast off. That really was a double blast off because they were on their way to already getting blasted off, and then they got blasted off even further.
And so Ash is so cold right here, climbing up the snowy mountain. Okay, and it's just funny because Pikachu
Pikachu, are you all right?
needs his. He takes off his jacket, gives it to Pikachu,
Freezing. Here,
and it's like
this ought to help.
then he's fine. He's not shivering
Is that
anymore.
better, Pikachu?
Well, because he's warm with love, man.
I'll just hold you real close, and that way we'll both be warm.
Look at that face. How could you not be warm with love?
No mountain's gonna beat us, right, Pikachu?
I like this though because Danny kind of, you kind of get the impression of what's going on with Danny. No spoilers, but
He's like, ah, such love, such a strong-hearted trainer.
Misty, Tracy,
And they climb through like a snowy area, and then all of a sudden they get to the top, and it's just sunshine and warm.
it's not warm. Look, they
Well, I
got
guess it's
blankets.
not warm because, yeah.
Are you okay, Danny? You must be cold. Wanna share my
All right, Misty's trying to share her blanket with Danny. What's up with that, writers?
Right? And then Ash is like, what about me?
That was quite a test, Ash. Congratulations, you passed.
I passed?
I knew it.
Yeah, so
Figured it out when we got to the top.
the
and
plot
nobody else was
unravels.
What are you talking about? What do you know, Misty?
Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it, Ash? Danny's not here to win a badge. He's the gym leader.
Say what?
here. That mountain
Oh,
was just a test to weed
spoilers.
out the wimps.
Huh?
True. I'm the Navel Island gym leader, and
This
I'm
is
also
Belly
a
Button
member
I
Island.
was
of the
just gonna say,
Danny.
I keep this. I keep the ruby badge, C badge in my belly button.
I keep it in my belly button. Imagine that too. He like lifts up his sweater. He's like, "Hey, here's your badge." I only keep one on me at a time because
So
rubies
weird.
are valuable.
These are the rules, Ash. So
You have to
listen
show me your belly button
carefully.
if you want
Matches
this
are decided in
badge.
3 rounds. If you can win 2 out of 3, you get this C Ruby badge. Understand?
It's actually a pretty cool looking badge.
Wait, there
First
wasn't a
C,
ruby. That was an
freeze hot
emerald.
water the
It was
fastest.
green.
Was it? No, it was red. Was
I
it?
swear to God, it was green. And in my head, I saw red. So
No, maybe there was
We'll
just
see.
like a red patch, like I don't know.
yeah, there's like a red like starfish almost.
We're gonna have to pay
thing on it.
attention.
On a seashell, and then a green dot.
So, ice type attacks, huh? Okay.
So ice type attacks. Let me just send out my Nidoqueen.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's a Lapras.
Lapras can actually do something other than swim. But again, this is cool
And the
because
only
they're-
reason-
it's challenges. It's not just straight up battles. It's like they're doing Pokemon Stadium mini games right now.
Yeah. It's like Ash. Maybe if you took care of Lapras, you would have won that one.
Well, it looks
Maybe
like
if
I
you
went the first round.
let Lapras like take a break.
Yeah.
In the second round, we'll compete at sculpting that ice. The first one to carve out this ice sled using only
There's
3
no
Pokemon.
instructions.
I know.
It just shows you like the front view,
So, Ash,
the side
do you
view,
know
and the
which
top
3
down.
Pokemon you're gonna use?
Those are
Yes,
terrible
I know
instructions.
exactly which ones. Pikachu, Bulbasaur,
I understand Bulbasaur.
and Charizard.
I understand Charizard, but why Pikachu? What does Pikachu have against ice?
That's right.
You could
Charizard.
use
It's gonna gnaw at the
Iron
ice. Like,
Tail.
what?
Firepower I need to carve that ice.
It doesn't know that attack yet.
Charizard never does a thing you ask it to.
I'm using Machoke, Scyther, and Nidoqueen.
This is probably my favorite part in the entire show. Alright, well, not in the show, but the entire episode.
Yeah, no, this is cool. Look, Pikachu's
They are
shocking
doing
the ice.
absolutely nothing, but going ham, nonetheless.
Hey, come on, Charizard.
I want
of
a
course,
plush of
Charizard
Charizard lounging because he's like always lounging in that position.
Ash is gonna get iced out.
If he loses this one, then that's
That would be a funny plush.
Come on, Charizard.
And Bulbasaur and Pikachu have almost nothing done, while the other team has like a rough cutout of the exact shape.
There you go, Charizard. Look at that. Look how good he is. Charizard's the man.
Takes 3 flamethrowers, and Charizard molded it himself perfectly.
He's good.
Even Danny was like, "What?" Pikachu's so amazed.
Well, I don't know how you did it, Ash, but you just won the second.
Charizard's still lounging. Look.
Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and Charizard, thank you so much!
He's like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah. It's like, that's my specialty, making bobsleds.
Well, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah. The first one to that goal line on the beach wins.
It's like all the way up the mountain from snow
This isn't gonna
to
be easy.
desert beach. It's a literal bobsled.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Yeah,
Where'd those lights come
I was
from?
just gonna
Who's
say,
operating
with the
those?
starting lights.
Let's take the cable car and meet him at the finish.
Right.
Right, now
And you saw how steep the hill was. Let's
No.
get in the cable car.
They're
and
flying.
Go down and meet them at the finish. There's no way they're gonna make it down there faster.
That much? Hey, we're going too fast! Bulbasaur, do
Oh my
something
God.
quick!
Did you bring your motion sickness?
Look at Danny's
Medication
face.
says that.
Guys, attitude. It's too positive. Is that trap ready?
Dude, Team Rocket loves digging holes.
you're way too far behind to catch up with me now.
It'd be a shame if someone were to fall in the hole. Tell him, Pikachu.
We gotta stop!
Look at that. They were just completely out of control in their bobsled before, but now they're like
I think
doing
so.
these awesome
Are
skid
you
stops.
That's what counts. But that was no accident. Somebody dug that hole.
Oh, it was a trap, all right, and I think I know just who set
Team
it up.
Rocket, they're pros
Yeah.
at digging.
It's Team Rocket.
Is that your final answer?
Oh my God!
I know.
That was probably the coolest reveal.
I know,
They're
it's just so
instant
unnecessary,
snowmen,
though.
And then, psh,
It's like, what was the point of that?
You know these three? Are they friends of yours?
They did that all in the time after digging the hole because they showed them 2 seconds ago as they were digging the hole, and they weren't like that. That's what they did with all the snow that they dug. They made snowmen out of it.
Wow. Your friends must be pretty smart and pretty skilled to set a trap like this one, Ash.
They're not smart, and they're not skilled, and they're not friends.
ooh, burn.
Yeah, where do they get all these awesome gadgets?
Come back!
And I like how they went forward with the balloon and then went backwards. They're like, put it in reverse. Geodude just floats out of there.
Bulbasaur was handy there. Yeah, why would Geodude fall in the hole?
Try as hard as you like, Pikachu. You can't shock us.
Yeah, go ahead. Turn up the juice. Give it all you got, because you only help
Turn up the juice. We're gonna sit here and eat our tangerines. And we have a toast maker and coffee.
It's such a Team Rocket thing.
be energy efficient. What's going on? We already did the motto. Let's get him.
Oh, battle music. Look at this. Look at this. Who's okay, so Ash and Danny are making snowballs and throwing them at Team Rocket.
They got good aim, and they could really throw them far.
Ash, are you guys ready?
This is good technique right here.
Pikachu!
Look, he has a nice display case for Pikachu now.
Pokemon battle.
I choose you. Full of strong Pokemon.
Train that thing.
Train that thing. Come on, James.
Explosion!
Booyah.
And this is the third time.
We're blasting off again.
Again.
And again.
We did it!
Electro just falls down. It really would be knocked out or faint because of its explosion attack.
They should have gave him the swirly eyes when he came back down. That would have been
We're
funny.
ready when you are.
Yeah.
We'll start the second the sun comes from behind that cloud.
I have to win this one to
It's
get
like,
that
I know you just have to deal with Team Rocket, dude, but we're still in this gym challenge.
Go!
See, now they have the time. That's how they were able to get down before, because they had to deal with Team Rocket. That bought Misty and Tracy time to get down to the bottom.
But that's the only reason.
Good job, Psyker.
Bulbasaur, we're headed right for that rock.
Oh no. They literally go through a tree.
They went the secret passageway.
Good. We're almost at the finish line. Just a few more seconds.
I like how the ice is just holding up on the dirt.
I think it's Danny.
Looks like I'm the winner.
Not so fast, Danny. Ash is literally 200 feet up in the air.
He's not bad.
See, Bulbasaur's laugh is so good.
He's on like the tiniest piece of ice.
Ah, rainbow.
He won.
That was like the cheesiest animation ever, by the way. That water to rainbow reveal.
He beat me.
Yeah.
That sure was a rough ride.
Ash, you were great. You chose your Pokemon well.
Here's
and
my
won
belly
2
button.
out of 3. Now I'd like to give
I don't have an actual badge.
Here's the
for you.
badge. Now look at it.
Oh, wait, it
There's
is
no
an
ruby in
emerald.
the middle.
you a badge. It's yours.
It's not actually
Ash
an emerald.
doesn't
it's,
know his
it's-
stones.
It's belly button or lint.
These Pikachu. Thanks, guys. I couldn't have
Get
done
out of the
without
water,
you.
Ash.
Pikachu.
That was great.
Yeah, but
But
That's not a ruby.
Danny lost.
Yeah. You're a fraud. Danny, you're such a fraud.
Good luck on the rest of your journey.
Hope I see you again, Danny.
He's the only person that lives on the entire island. And just like that,
Yeah, the
Ash
openings-
earns his second Orange League badge. With its
Just
fake
like that.
ruby.
Courage, skill, and a little bit of luck, Ash earns his second Orange League
I just
badge.
said that, narrator.
Who knows what's next for our heroes, but there's a new
The narrator's got our
just
back.
beyond the
We already had
horizon.
our own back.
So,
Great
look,
episode.
that was a good one. I mean,
Don't go away.
it's been,
Pikachu's jukebox is next.
I don't know, 5 episodes since they've touched on anything that has to do with the league. So,
Yeah. Well, it's about time they just got on track and it wasn't like a 3-episode. Oh, we made it to the island and we know where the
Yeah.
gym leader is, but we don't know what to do. And next episode, completely random. We're still on the island. And then the 3rd episode, hey, we're at the gym leader.
yeah.
This was just, hey, we're there, did the gym, and then left.
All right, well, I know what to
liked
do.
it.
And that involves opening a booster. So,
Ooh.
I'm going to go first. It's a green code
Alright.
card. Jeez Louise.
That means there's hope.
I just never get anything good. Fire Energy. Galarian Stunfisk. Pokemon Center Lady. Seeking. Sobble. Rhyhorn. Roselia. Ferroseed. Krabby. Reverse is a Galarian Zigzagoon. And the rare is a non-hollow Centiskorch. Jeez.
Ugh.
I can't catch a break.
All right, well, this is legit my first pack of Rebel Clash here on Gotta Watch 'Em All, episode 90. For the record. All right. Oh, it's a white code. It's a white code. Okay, we've got a Metal Energy, a Pelipper, a Speed Energy, a Metapod. Oh my gosh. That art is fantastic. It looks like somebody it's like wool.
Oh, I love that.
All right, then we get a Litwick, a Shinx, a Roly-Coly, an Applin, a Hatenna. My reverse hollow is an Applin, and my rare is a hollow Galarian Sirfetch'd.
Okay. Got a hollow. Oh, you know.
No, that's cool.
I want
I'm
to see
excited.
you got to send me a picture of that Metapod. I want to see that.
I will.
And I think that's that's my niche when it comes to cards that I really like is practical art, when it's like a model or clay or wool or knit, you know what I mean? I love those. I love that. But all right, Adam, we did it, man. That's a show.
We did it.
All right, everyone, thank you so
It's a
much for
show.
checking us out. We really do appreciate it. You can email us, info@gottawatchemall.com. You could send us a voicemail, text, picture, give us a call, 732-835-8639. Check out everything that's going on with the show at gottawatchemall.com and everything that's going on in the network at PokemonProfessor.com. And Adam, if you don't have anything else, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Awesome. And remember, everyone, if you can't be out there catching them all, just hang out with us and watch them all. We'll see you next week.
See you next week, trainers.